Hello there guys, and welcome back to the Star Wars figure review. Next video we're taking a look at one of the figures from the Black Series 6-inch line, and this time we're not going to be going to The Force Awakens, we're going to be heading back to the older movies again. So this time we'll be looking at one from the prequel trilogy, and that is this one here, Jango Fett. The guy this channel is named after, but we will, before we look at him, we'll take a look at the packaging this one comes in. I never collected any Force Awakens Black Series 6-inch because I got into collecting the die-cast metal ones, just like this Ray here. Because when I was living in Sunderland for the year, we didn't have them in Planet, we had a Disney store, and Disney store sold them and they were just better. So I picked them up instead. But this is a Hasbro 6-inch figure. I think this was off the Fans Choice Pole line, and this was one of them that got off there. So of course we've got the simple Black Series 6-inch design packaging like we had for The Force Awakens though. And of course we've got the Black Series there, because it's still part of that. The 3.75 inch is pretty much died here in the UK. There are some Walmart exclusives, but we're not going to get them here in the UK, unfortunately. Sith Lord 229 said he might try and actually has his hands on a couple of them, but that's all I really know about it. Of course we have the bio on the back here, which I'll just read to you now. It says, "In the final years of the Republic, Jango Fett was regarded as the best bounty hunter in the galaxy. Fett is covered in a sleek armoured suit that conceals his scarred face." That's of course repeated again in other European languages. And yeah, so that's the packaging for this. So now we'll look at the figure himself. Of course, Jango Fett is from the trilogy that most people tend to hate, but I am on the defensive side for it. And he's one of my favourite, he's actually my favourite character from that trilogy, and kind of actually the saga as a whole right now. I just really like, because I've like playing a bit of a Star Wars Bounty Hunter video game, and just this has helped bring to it. Before we go through everything, we'll look through the accessories you get. So you get two of his pistols, which are nicely designed, I think. They're really well done sculpted, so you can actually hold them. You can actually slot the trigger bits actually into his hands, just like that. It's a really good effort there. And then of course you also have his jetpack. This is his Geonosis one, because the one he had on Kamino gets destroyed when he's battling Obi-Wan. I just love all the attention to detail Hasbro have done to make this look as realistic as possible. They've got like the difference here between this one and the Boba Fett that came out in the 80s. They've actually got two higher up pegs for the jetpack to actually stay in place. So you're not actually able to move it around, because with Boba Fett you can, because you've just got the two straps sort of moulded into the figure there, and then just that's what it's like on that. So it works better for Jango. So it stays still more. I'll just slide it back onto Boba Fett. There we go. There we go. So, and of course you also have the holsters, which his guns do slot really easily into. Just like that. You can have him walking as normal. Now of course his helmet is once again removable, which is a thing that the Black Series doesn't seem to do that much, because the only other one I've seen that's done this kind of thing is the Vader from the, I think it's the Wave 5 or something like that, an older wave from the Black Series. So there we go, you can have him holding it there as though he's ready for battle on Geonosis. I can just say, I'm going to focus here on the scar, the face of himself. I noticed that Hasbro seemed to have made the scars a little bit absent on this. Just get the camera favor on that. There we go. Notice the scars don't seem to be very present on this version of Jango Fett. The facial sculpt kind of, I don't know, when I kind of opened this figure, the facial sculpt kind of reminded me a little bit of Channing Tatum, who is the actor known for his roles in 21-22 Jump Street, and he's done quite a few films with Jonah Hill as well, so that's how I kind of know who he is. But yeah, the face kind of reminded me more of him over Tamara Morrison. I don't know why. It just does. Because I don't see a resemblance that much, but it's just me kind of thinking there. Anyway, that's the facial sculpt, and the whole figure as a whole as well. Like the armor, like they've shown the weathering of it, that it's been used over the years. Like you've got all dust across his chest armor, and across his legs right there, all the way down. And I think that's really well done for Hasbro to go that much into detail. And I know these 6-inch figures cost twice as much as the 3 3/4 inch, but I think you're really getting your money's worth when they put that much detail onto it. And it's great, and these things are great for display. So I'm really glad I picked this figure up. I'd actually wanted it the minute they announced it. It'd been a bit of a struggle to find, but eventually I did. So there we go. Just reposition the other blaster in his hand. There we go. So we'll do a rundown of the articulation. We have a ball jointed neck, ball hinged shoulders, a swivel bicep. That's right. Yeah, ball hinged elbow, swivel wrists, ball hinged torso, ball hinged hips. You can do that. Swivel triceps, which often makes up for the double jointed knees, because that's one of the things that Hasbro have been doing a lot now with these 6-inch figures. So that's obviously the swivel triceps is so you can move the legs into a certain position should you want them sideways or whatever. And you have the ball jointed ankles at the bottom, so you can have them in the feet in the different kind of positions like that. So yeah, this is one really good figure, and I'm really glad I picked this one up. And I've been, like I said before, I've been wanting it since since they kind of announced it as their next wave. Of course, they had another Fans' Choice wave this year, and I think the winning figure was Jaina Solo, who any of you people may not know, but Jaina Solo was originally Han and Leia's daughter in the old expanded universe before they decanonised it, and now it's Ben Solo, Kylo Ren. So you can see it's definitely different now as to what it used to be. So yeah, she was the winner. I even voted in that. I didn't vote Jaina Solo for that, but yeah. So that's the Jango Fett from the Black Series 6-inch. I'll just do a zoom on it. Other way. There we go. There we go. That's better. So it's Jango Fett from the Black Series 6-inch line. I hope you enjoyed looking at him. As I said before, I've got my Facebook, Twitter and Instagram links all down in the description. Do like this video if you enjoyed it, and please leave a comment, and I shall see you next time. Funko have gone on to put so much detail on this figure. Like you've got the tattoo of Rotten, just got on the side of her head there, and then like further down you've got leggings like with pudding, and yeah, that's right, she's got one there with pudding on there, which usually